war sucks, obviously, but like sometimes like you can't. There's no way you're gonna be able to avoid it.
It's like 20 feet high, 20 meters high.
Oh my god.
And you have to jump in the water basically and swim like, I think like 50 meters.
Well, even he was trying to make it, wasn't he trying to make it the Gulf of America?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's such a
Dude,
joke.
Honestly,
come on.
Honestly though, like if I don't understand why. Also, like, man, dude, leave like the Mexico stuff alone, man. That's good shit. Like, that's good people. Like, leave it alone, Trump. Let them have their shit. You know what I'm saying?
And then a lot of them like they had like a tally counter for like ass, tits, and like love. You know, like which one do you prefer?
I remember 9/11. That shit was wild. Dude, that shit was nuts. A lot of people joined up real quick when that happened.
Yeah, a lot of people joined after 9/11.
I mean, they joined up quick to like fuck this shit.
And Iraq was like really like the last like war, because that was like, I think before that there'd only been like urban, like large scale fighting in urban areas.
Yeah.
Before that it had only been like, I think Vietnam.
Dude, those countries over there got so destroyed.
Vietnam was huge, and that was the draft and everything.
Huge. Yeah.
Was that the
Everyone
one that
was pissed.
like Vietnam took place in the 60s, right? 70s.
60s, yeah.
60s.
Because that was the big.
That was when people were burning their draft cards and stuff, and like protesting.
Because that was a big one with the hippies. They protested that one a lot.
I would have fucking set myself on fire if I got drafted.
Monks set themselves on fire.
Yeah.
Like, war sucks, obviously, but like sometimes like you can't. There's no way you're gonna be able to avoid it. There's always going to be one...
I would not... If I got drafted, I would set myself on fire in a public place and say, I'm not fucking shooting anybody.
That Blanco,
there was
that famous thing.
Yeah.
Well, there was that guy who set himself on fire recently.
He did it recently.
Aaron
I think
Bush.
it was an Air Force guy, right?
It was a guy who was in the military. Because he didn't want to have to participate in it.
I think it was like a protest for what was happening in Israel or some shit like that.
Because there's always going to be, I feel like...
Because he said... As he set himself on fire, he was shouting "Free Palestine, Free Palestine, Free Palestine," and so he obviously was a political thing.
Well, there's always gonna be one side that's like, "Oh, we gotta avoid war if possible," and the other side just gonna be, "Nah, fuck it, let's go." You know what I'm saying? So there's no way to avoid.
There's a quote.
I just personally, I would rather die than kill somebody.
It depends, honestly. Like if it was self-defense. And like someone was physically trying to hurt me or my wife,
I'm not going to war.
I would. If I ended up killing them, I'd be okay with it. If it was like they're trying to hurt me,
if it was like I had to kill someone who was hurting my nephew or something,
I mean, yeah, it's gonna feel weird. I'm like, what the fuck? But like, you know what I mean?
I killed a bird once because it was dying,
dude,
and I felt like it was like mercy kill.
I killed a roach a couple weeks ago,
and the feeling I had in my gut was awful.
I killed a roach.
Like the most awful feeling I've ever felt. I was like,
like when I killed that roach, like that guy's got a fucking family.
He's got a family, dude.
He's going out looking for food now.
I got the quote.
What's the quote? John's got a
quote from General Sherman. It is only those who have neither fired the shot nor heard the shrieks and groans of the wounded who cry aloud for blood, more vengeance and more desolation.
Damn, John, that's deep. Dude.
That's just reminding me, like what you said. Like, there's always gonna be people that want to actively get into another conflict.
Yeah, and you can't.
Like armed conflict, and there's gonna be some that are gonna be like
you can't
on the
avoid.
opposite side of that.
It's so confusing though, because there are things worth fighting for. I believe
there is, yeah. There's definitely are things
I don't believe war is
for.
all bad. I think there are things. It's like self-defense.
Yeah.
If someone's coming at you, defend yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But it's such a, people fight over territory.
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
stuff, and it's like at what like if that's your home, you're gonna fight for it.
Speaking of which, I'm not trying to get into politics, but the fact that those people on the Panama Canal fought for that shit, and that's theirs, and Trump wants to take that shit back. No, fuck that. That's cold-blooded. And I don't agree with it.
He wants to take the Panama Canal back, or he wants to take it, like just take it.
He wants the U.S. to have, I guess, like to ownership of it. Like they wanted to be like a U.S. thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, even he was trying to make it. Wasn't he trying to make it the Gulf of America?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's such a joke.
Honestly,
come on.
Honestly though, like if I don't understand why. Also, like, man, dude, leave like the Mexico stuff alone, man. That's good shit. Like, that's good people. Like, leave it alone, Trump. Let them have their shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was listening to TPR radio one day, and they were interviewing people who grew up by the Panama Canal, who lived in that area, growing up, and all the stuff they went through, the fighting and stuff. And they were like, when they were talking to him about how Trump wants to take it, they just like, it was so
this
emotional.
like fighting that happened in '89?
It was whenever
Operation
it was like, we
Just
survived, like we got through this, and now like they want this to happen again. Like, no, like it's fucked up.
During boot camp, they teach us about like Marine Corps history, and they go over Operation Just Cause, which was when the U.S. government wanted to topple Manuel Noriega from power in Panama, and but that was like in 1989, like I think, and that was like, it was like a 13-day operation or something like that.
I mean, that's years ago. That was lifetimes ago for you.
Yeah, I wasn't even.
You weren't
born
even
then.
born.
No,
I was born. I was just a little baby.
I was 3 years old.
I was just born.
There's a lot of shit like that's kind of like fucked up that, like, if you think about it, that's happened throughout history.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, dude. Like, I know Mexico, like, it's pretty. The politics are pretty wild there. I think, right? They're pretty wild. Yeah. There's a lot of corruption and stuff.
I think they have their first female like president. But it's Jewish president.
But it's not my business. I keep my business out of that shit.
Yeah. Yeah. It's politics is messy.
Yeah. I don't have an opinion on it because I don't live there. I never had
that too. Yeah.
Like I get why things happen sometimes. Like, you know, I get why like, dude, like, you know.
It's hard.
Yeah.
I mean, it feels like
I don't know what else to say. Like, I get it. You know.
Well, for me, it feels like we're not learning anything. We keep committing wars and war and like no one's like, learning. It's like genocide, war, crime, corruption.
Yeah, John's gonna become president 10 years from now. He's gonna run shit.
Yeah.
You got my vote.
I'm gonna fix
everything.
You got my vote.
You got my vote, John.
I don't care what party you're running with. You got my vote.
No, I do. What are your values? What are your
what I believe in?
What are you standing on?
Are you Republican, Democrat, or either, or just whatever?
Neither.
Just whatever.
Neither.
Yeah. That's how I am. I'm not neither. I just whoever I think is best.
Yeah. I believe in loyalty.
Yeah. Loyalty doesn't exist a lot anymore, though, honestly.
I believe in integrity.
Integrity. Right. It's a good one.
Tolerance for everything.
Right.
For
Tolerance.
All. And universal justice for everyone.
Universal justice.
Universal justice. Now, are you for or against the death penalty? Or do you have an opinion on that?
Don't ask.
I don't. That's honestly.
John, who did you vote for?
I'm for it because I feel like death penalty is reserved for those the Hitlers of the world.
I agree. In certain circumstances, I am with the death penalty.
Yes, I agree.
If you do something that's so horrific, that's like unforgivable.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Why you
like the Ted Bundys, you know, the Ed Kempers, the necrophiliacs of the world that fucking butcher people up and then fuck the bodies. I feel like that's what the death penalty is reserved for. Those specific people, you know.
I think it would have to be extreme cases that get the death penalty.
Cases.
It should not be willy-nilly. You get it.
No.
But for extreme cases and solid evidence, I mean, you can't have the death penalty without
I am definitely one of those an eye for an eye kind of people.
That's where I'm like, if you took other people, like 100 other people's lives, you don't have the right to life. Bye. You lost it. Like you lost your right.
Like, you slaughtered a whole family. Why should you get to live? Even though you are in prison for the rest of your life, why should you be allowed to, like, sit there, breathe? You shouldn't. No.
You're going to kill other people. You lost it.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's shitty to say that, but, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just.
I think everything is just contextual. Like, there are circumstances where. The thing is, the law is not perfect. There are people who get wrongly convicted, and the idea that someone might be wrongly convicted and then killed because of it is a little
terrifying.
Bit
like those people who sit in prison for like 80 years and they get out and they've been in prison since the 50s
and their life is they were in prison for 50 years for something they did not do.
And it's
can you
imagine going to prison in the 50s and then coming out like in more modern times? It must be such a fucking weird place.
Like the Central Park 5.
Yeah.
Because I remember I was watching one about this guy who went to prison and he was like 80 years old when he got out. He went to prison in the 50s and he's like, dude, these smartphones, all this computer shit.
My God.
Like, I didn't know what the fuck this was.
It's a crazy time jump
He was
from
like,
the
dude,
50s
yeah.
to 2020.
Because like, could you imagine walking? Because when I got out, I saw people all carrying on these screens, and I was like, what are those things?
That's wild.
Could you imagine seeing someone talking on the device? Yeah, like or texting.
What
Like,
the fuck is that?
Hit him again.
I gotta get the fuck out of here.
Do you think people are going to get phones in their hands at some point?
I do.
I think we are. I think that's the next
I think
evolution.
we're gonna get chipped,
be like,
which I have no problem with.
Beep, 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 beep.
Oh,
Hello.
like a chip inside
Like a tracker
you?
or something.
Like something in your hand.
Or even has like
That's
all
a
your
phone.
information. So like when someone wants to like, oh, let me see your social security thing, and they just like
You'd be like,
scan your chip,
Ah, okay.
and it has all your information on it.
That doesn't bother you?
No.
That like,
No, that
what if
bothers
someone
me.
can connect to it? Like, what if it's like someone can
Yeah,
hack
what if I
it,
could
you
just
know?
be like,
and like,
Because here's the way I look at it.
connect
If
to
someone
it.
wants to give my information, they can.
yeah.
So like,
I
if
mean,
I have
yeah.
a chip in me, well, what's it gonna matter? They're gonna get my stuff one way or another. Like, I can't
True.
stop people. I can't. I'm a person. I'm a citizen. My stuff exists. So if you want it bad enough, you can find it.
I feel like that what's scary about that is if like someone could hack you and they could like cause neurological damage to your body. You know, like
I don't know if it'll be. I
like
think it'll
if they
be.
hack
My
you and then
parents
they
already
cause
did
it to
that shit.
explode
I don't think
or
it'll be
some shit.
cyberpunk level, like where it's like.
Cyber.
But it'll just be like a chip.
playing that
It
recently.
won't be like connected to anything. It'll just be like a little thing they can like scan, or they can, whatever, and they can look at information.
Just
It won't be
get your
like it won't be that
information.
intense. But I
Okay,
mean, the way
yeah.
AI is going, I don't know, dude.
Who knows? I
AI
know it's like
freaks
science
me
fiction
out.
shit, but
I'm legit scared of AI taking over the world. Like I am legit like terrified.
I
of it.
Yeah,
just
absolutely.
think there's so much opportunity for scams. People can
Yeah.
scam you and be like, "Hey, I'm your daughter and I'm kidnapped.
Oh,
Send
yeah.
money
Dude, 'cause
here."
That's
Like,
fucking scary.
Even deep fakes are getting so good you can't
Yeah.
tell they're fake anymore.
someone could deep fake like your brother's voice and
Yeah.
like, hey, send me money or some shit. You know?
like, hey, come meet me at my house, man. Like I gotta tell
that
you
is
something.
pretty terrifying.
Or like, yo, meet me at Walmart. Like I got this present for you. And you
Fuck
show
no.
up. And pa, 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 pa.
scary.
That's, yeah, that's the sound of my gun. Pa, 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 pa.
Oh, that was
Like
shit.
like I said, I'm not. It just it terrifies me, man. This
That is.
voice. All you have
It's
to do
just
is
weird.
all you need now is one word of somebody saying something, and the AI will form a whole catalog of things like,
Mhm.
"Hey, my name is John Peralta." Like, what's
They
up?
could just
Yeah.
mimic your voice, pitch perfect, phonetic. You know, it's just like they just like create it basically.
But the thing is,
Have you
though,
saying whatever.
you'll be. I feel like if you know someone good enough, you'll be able to tell like this is kind of off. This doesn't feel
Yeah.
or sound like they wouldn't say this.
No, I feel like that's how it is now. At some point, it's gonna be
Yeah.
so hard to detect.
It is.
True.
That even now, if you got a call and it's your daughter and she's saying I'm kidnapped, you're not gonna be like, oh, let me, this is fake.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like, well, fuck, what do I do? Okay.
You're gonna like go into
You're just
like
gonna
crisis
do it. You're gonna
mode
be like,
and-
and the chance that it's real, okay.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
dude. There's gonna be so much shit fucked up, man. Especially for like older
It's
people
messed up.
Yeah.
Older
who
people.
wasn't growing up in the era like we did, where they
if you're
kind of know what's
80, you're not gonna be like, oh, this is probably AI.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like, okay.
Senior citizens are more susceptible to scams.
That's the saddest thing ever.
Especially that toll thing that was going around for a while.
The
that
what?
almost
The
got
toll
me.
scam?
What is
Like,
that?
oh, you haven't had something balanced with the Texas Tollway. You need to pay this now, or there will be consequences.
Fuck
or,
no.
yeah.
I got like
Oh,
3 in a
shit.
row,
But
and I was
if
like,
you
oh,
look
I
at the
must have
address
an
of the website,
unpaid
it's like
toll.
that's not
What
.gov.
was this like a recent thing or is this?
Yeah, they'll say that you
Yeah,
have
they'll
unpaid
send
tolls.
you text. I got text messages that were like, you have an unpaid
Do
toll.
you still have them?
Yeah.
I kind of want to see.
But like if you look at the website, it's something.com. It's like, well, they always come from
Was
.gov.
this on the news?
Yeah, yeah, but also at the same time, like everybody knows that they will never text you. They will just send you something in the mail.
That's true.
The tollways will
Not
never.
everyone knows that. I
But
almost
what
got
I'm saying is like if you do know, they're like, yeah, this is stupid. But like
That
you-
is. God
they
damn.
No.
You should know that the
Final notice. Enforcement will begin after May 10th.
Holy
Yeah,
shit! I think I
tense.
did get.
Tense.
I
that's a
did
dead
get
giveaway
that.
right there.
Your tolls are still unpaid. If you still don't pay your tolls tomorrow, you will face the following consequences. The DMV will suspend your vehicle.
Holy
you will face
shit.
legal action and damage to your credit. You may be considered an illegal driver.
I got
Please
that.
pay
I got
before
that a few days
enforcement.
ago.
Yeah,
But it was
Yeah.
still like a group of like. It's like a group chat. Like a few
Yeah.
other like phone numbers received
but like
it as
it
well.
was a dead giveaway when it said the what was it the 15th?
Tensed. May 10th instead of 10th, it's tensed.
It's street.
ST.
The 15th Street.
Like copy and paste or some shit. It's like okay.
I don't know. It's just like...
I saw that. I was like, okay, whatever.
I saw it and I go to Earl. I was like, you guys, I keep getting these toll things. Did I accidentally not pay a toll? And Earl was like, no, that's fake.
It's a scam. Obviously. Don't do it. Yeah.
That's fucked up.
But like AI is getting so good that they can act like they're from a company.
Well, it's not even like the fact that it's AI. This is what's sad. It's like people who are trusting are the ones who pay the fucking fine and do the fucking shit. Is because they think, oh, well, I would never scam somebody, so this person's got to be not scamming me.
Yeah, the
but my thing is, how dumb can you be? Say, oh, I'm gonna pay this off with gift cards.
They're not dumb.
That makes no sense.
They're just like, trusting. There's a difference between trusting and dumb.
But you should know better. Like, oh, let me pay you gift cards. Why would you be that dumb?
Some people do live sheltered lives.
People are very sheltered and they have nice people in their life.
This is so like unfathomable to me or whatever that I cannot imagine what someone thinks paying with gift cards is a valid payment. I mean, like, how do you not know that?
And some people are just, they're so willing to trust because they think other people, that person might be in a tough spot. Maybe all they have is gift cards.
Like, I can't imagine how... It just makes no sense.
It's a little shady.
Like, right away, like, okay, yeah, let me pay my government bill with a gift card. Like, come on, man.
That is pretty stupid.
Like, what is $100 worth of iTunes gonna do?
Yeah, hell no. That
like,
is
right
pretty
away.
dumb.
I'm like, okay, there, Jeff.
Okay, there,
Jeff
Jeffrey.
from North Carolina.
Maybe
Jeffrey.
I've seen some red flags and I ignored them. Okay, it's fine.
Just I don't know. Anyway.
A lot of people, I just think I get trapped into scams pretty easily. I'm always like, what if I do have a missing toll and then my license is gonna get suspended?
Like,
it's gonna be all these problems.
Years. What the fuck is this now?
I've always been kind of afraid of getting hacked. Like, I don't write my passwords. I don't put them on the notes anymore.
Oh, you don't?
I write them down.
Mine are on my
journal.
phone.
Like, I have a journal and I just...
Oh, you physically write them down. You don't put them on your phone. I physically write them down. I
don't want to have them anywhere on my phone.
Interesting.
John Peralta. Check it out.
John Peralta. Safety
I've
whiz.
always been like...
Safety guy.
Cautious when it comes to, like, just getting hacked.
It makes sense. I mean, especially nowadays. Like, I have all my passwords saved on my websites.
Yeah.
And I have like, to me, I'm always like, I get nervous because my credit cards are saved, right?
Yeah, that too.
And my Xbox, Amazon, PayPal.
I think it's okay if it's like an entertainment, like HBO Max password. I don't care. I'm gonna just save that. But if it's
like your bank.
But if it's like bank, credit card, Google, Gmail, anything like that, I have that written down. And I never save it on there, which kind of makes it like I just have to carry that journal everywhere I go, especially if like I'm going to like the library to like print some shit. I'll need to take it with me. So I have my passwords and stuff like that.
Actually, honestly.
Yeah, not a bad idea. Wait, are you going to the bathroom?
Yeah.
Never gonna end.
I've always like writing stuff.
I like physical, like
short
books.
stories too, but also like just like journaling.
Well, it helps you.
I journal on a physical journal too.
My boot camp journal.
Boot camp.
Read us an excerpt.
Sure.
Something juicy.
I did write some Bible quotes on here because on Sundays, like every Sunday, we would have
religious,
like a service day.
You said religious.
And Sunday was really like just like a chill day, a day to relax, and
felt spiritual. Then
a little bit, honestly. I feel like boot camp kind of did bring me closer, like to my spirituality, but that's kind of like because when you're in a church environment and everyone's singing the songs and it's a very like warm environment, so it's like I
gotta go.
It's like
I can't stay it here.
Yeah, I got that feeling, but eventually, like I kind of like it. I stayed and I just started singing.
When I was filming one time, we recorded at a church, and I just felt so uncomfortable the whole time. I was like, I was like, this feels so weird to me. I do not feel comfortable sitting in here.
I still listen to church songs sometimes. It makes me feel like the thing is that it's meant to manipulate your feelings. So it does. It works. Crying? It makes you feel emotional.
Well, you cry.
And so like I'll listen to church songs and I'll be like, abide with me to see.
I don't never feel that like No.
I love that song. I used to listen to that song all the time.
Like, it doesn't make me feel like, oh, no way.
It makes me feel like...
I just, like, I don't know. I feel like I listen to a song. Like, I still listen to some Christian rock bands. But, like, when I hear, like, a more serious, like, religious song, I'm like, this is so dumb.
When I hear Mormon songs, it, like...
Like, I don't hate you if you're religious. Like I said, it's just not for me.
In my core.
But, yeah.
I'm trying to find something. I know, like,
just makes
we one time... Because, like, all of it's, like
long passages?
I need to add context to it. But I remember one time... Also, I have this one... It's, like, notes on the bathroom walls. It's just, like, a lot of other things. You read that first one aloud.
Read it.
It's
which
like...
one? Yeah, I'm not reading that out loud.
That's, like, shit that was written down at the walls of the Porta-Johns.
No, I'm not going to read it out loud.
Let me see it.
But I can go into a story.
Wow.
Our drill instructor, our J-Hat.
I like this quote. Easy money, stay strong.
Yeah, there's like a bunch of different quotes on
the
walls.
Seriously, do not read the first bullet point out loud. Do
Let me
not.
see
Seriously.
it.
Temptation. Oh,
Wait.
shit.
You saw that note? Oh, that's what you saw in the bathroom stall?
Yeah. And there's a lot of other
don't
ones.
read that out loud. That's... I was like, oh my god, it's not a good quote.
Read it, John. I want to hear it.
There was a lot of like
I'm not gonna allow him to say it.
There was
out
a lot
loud.
of like, I miss my girlfriend, I miss my mom, I miss my family, I miss my dog, I miss pussy, I miss tits. There was a lot of companies, a lot of platoon numbers written all over the Porta-Johns, and then a lot of them like they had like a tally counter for like ass, tits, and like love. You know, like which one do you prefer? There was some that also had like feet on there.
I would have said under ass check.
There was a lot that had like RSS, the recruiting station where they're from, Wyoming, whatever.
That shit. Wow.
So people would just write stuff.
There was a lot of people from Texas that were there.
Nice.
Like I'd say like half of my platoon was from Texas.
Oh damn.
There was also Sunday to Sunday, chow to chow, Sunday to Sunday, phase to phase. And there's another one that says there's a lot of like drawings of naked women.
I could imagine, dude, not being able to like sexually do anything with her.
Yeah, and there's also one I saw like with a penis, tranny. And one that says Sergeant Lee is the devil. I don't know which company that is, but whose drill instructor that is. That wasn't mine. Another one that says Phase 1 sucks, and it does. There's another quote that said on the wall, says it doesn't get better. The easy money stays strong.
Yeah.
There's another one that said internal. There's another one that says that need Nick, need alcohol, need pussy and food. Another one says blessed by the Lord, my rock, it trains my hands for war, fingers for battle. I think that's a quote from the Bible.
Yeah, don't read that out loud, seriously.
And so there was one time.
Well, I'm not gonna read that.
I told you. That's just wild.
There was one time where they were really pissed at us because we fucked up. And they had us throw our war bags, our body bags, our uniforms got wet. Yeah. And pretty much all of our shit. They made us throw it into the rain room and turn on the showers. And then we were running back and forth the house and shit like that. And it was on. Our shit got wet, and that kind of sucked ass too.
Because it's why it made it heavier, right? With all the water.
That too. But those were our fucking, and when they do that, it's called like a tornado. Because sometimes like they would make us dump out our shit.
Yeah. I was like, we're not gonna read that.
They would make us dump out our foot lockers and fucking. They would kick shit around and they would just like make us sort it all out later.
I just want to see what kind of material that is. That's kind of cool. That's kind of nice.
It's like waterproof shit.
Yeah.
And it does actually, like, it is waterproof. Like you can fucking write on it while it's wet.
And you can.
Yeah.
Where'd you get that? Wait, can I?
The PX.
I mean, it makes sense that you keep journals because you can't really say anything to anybody about your thoughts at that point. Because you never know. Someone might, you don't like this guy? What'd you say?
I think I did write some shit like that. Because there were some people that just like, they have bad attitudes.
Right.
Because you can correct someone, but the way they correct someone is they throw like an elementary insult in there. Like,
that makes it worse.
You fucking retard. You're not supposed to do this.
Yeah.
But you can also just say like, hey, you're supposed to do this.
Yeah.
You know
I get why they do it right. It's supposed to like toughen you up and make you stronger or something. But
even at that, like, it's okay if the drill instructors do it. If the drill instructors do it, that's fine. But if like another recruit that's on the same level as you are, they do it, it's just like, come on, we're supposed to. It just kind of tears down unit cohesion.
Yeah.
That's another reason why I never joined the service. I
couldn't handle it. I'm just be straight up. I could not handle it.
I would just get really upset. I'm like, look, man, just you can yell at me. I don't care. But these insults are just ridiculous. Like, come on, really? Like, what is this gonna really do?
It's just to fucking like get under your skin, really.
Yeah.
It's annoying, but it's just a part of the process.
I'm not sensitive, but I can take things personally when I should.
Yeah, me too. Me too a little bit. Me too a little bit.
You're a little sensitive.
A little. I was real bad when I was younger. I would cry and shit. I'd get so mad. Mm-hmm. But now, I don't know. Because, like, my environment didn't help, right? So, like, I would... Yeah. But I'm forever mentally fucked up in certain aspects of my life. But anyway, it was nice hearing your stories, John.
Well, it was good to hear your journey.
I still got... I can talk about a little bit more. Like, swim week was the 4th training week, which is after initial drill, our like first assessment that we get. And initial drill really just focuses on knowing if you know the movements, really. And final drill is like on the 6th week. That's what focuses on like precision as an entire unit. Like, do y'all do the same movement at the same time and shit like that? But swim week was like difficult week physically. Like, that challenged me the most because I'm not really like I'm not a good swimmer. And
didn't learn. No.
And swimming in the uniforms is just the uniform is like heavy.
Do you have to wear your backpack too?
No. It's just with the...
Oh my god, that would be hard.
With the camis, and it's heavy and it's fucking... It just sucks ass. And you also wear boots. You gotta wear boots.
The little brown boots?
Ooh, you have to wear boots in the water?
Yeah, that fucking weighs you down. And
that would weigh you down for sure.
The high tower kind of part of the assessment, that would fuck me up the most. I had to do that like 4 times.
Where you climb over the wall, that thing? Where you go up and you climb over the wall and you go back down? Was that there?
In the water?
Or just in general?
Oh, like...
No, on land.
Okay, like
the
climb
wall.
up
yeah, that wall thing where you climb with the rope, where you climb up and you go over on the other side and you go down.
In the movies?
You not do that?
The Stairway to Heaven?
I don't know what it's called.
Is it like there's logs in the middle?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you climb up it. You climb up
and there's water under it?
No.
Maybe. It might be, I'm not sure.
We didn't do that one. We did do the Stairway to Heaven,
but you did climb some kind of wall or something,
We did, during the Crucible, there's some times where there's like a little wall and you have to just climb over it. We did the O course, which was just like there's a couple obstacles in the way that you have to climb over. And, I think the Stairway to Heaven is the one that it's like this big kind of like tower, and they have logs in the middle, and you have to go over the top. But I think the one you're talking about is like that, except at the top there's like a rope that you gotta go, and there's like a body of water below that one. That one we weren't able to do that one.
I know what you're talking about. The rope and there's water.
Since you're talking about your little swim lake, why don't you tell us about the thing where you had to jump off the tower into the water and swim?
Yeah. Okay. So height tower, it's like 20 feet high, 20 meters high.
Oh my god.
And you have to jump in the water basically and swim like, I think like 50 meters. It's like half of the pool, and the pool is like a big ass pool.
Is it deep?
Because the pool is supposed to, that part of the pool is deep. I think it's like 15 feet deep.
Oh my god.
That part of the pool is, like the whole pool is just giant because it's supposed to be able to fit like,
deep.
Yeah,
it has to like fit like almost like 400 students, 400 recruits.
Jeez.
Yeah, and that part, that's like the second assessment in the swim week. The first one is the 25-meter swim, and the second one is the high tower. And I had to do that one 4 times. The first time, I hit someone's arm. I was doing it with you were doing it with other people.
Oh,
and I hit their arm and I lost momentum and I just stayed in place because I was already tired by then, and I was so close to finishing, but they took me out of the pool and they're like, "No, you're gonna do it again."
Oh.
I was like, "Okay, fine." The second time I did, I think, breaststroke, but I got tired. The third time I did freestyle stroke, and I made it even I didn't make it as far as I did the previously. And the last time I did the monkey airplane rocket, which is the method they teach you there. Because all the other ones, they're kind of like, it's all like, you already know. You already know breaststroke, you already know freestyle, backstroke. But monkey airplane rocket is where you put your arms like under your armpits, and then you stick them out like a plane, and then you slap the side of your thighs, basically. Like,
in the water?
In the water. And just like,
oh, monkey airplane rocket.
That's wild, dude.
Monkey
and
airplane rocket.
I did that one for the fourth time, for my fourth attempt, and I was able to make it. And I was surprised too, because it was really quickly.
Do they let you rest between?
No, you gotta go to your next one.
So doesn't it make it harder
because,
for you to do it each time?
But that's because, like, if I was to complete it on the first time, I would have been waiting in line. But since I didn't, and I was like one of the last people to get through, I wasn't waiting in any line.
So
I
what
just
do you
had to
do
get
once
straight
you
to the
complete
next one.
it? You just stand there?
You go to the next one, which is at a different part of the pool. And I think the next one is where you drop. This is where you take on like equipment.
Take off some of your clothes.
Dummy rifle, Kevlar, and the flak. You have to go in the water and remove it in under 15 seconds. You can do it in like 5 seconds.